Our Associate of Arts in Teaching degree is a 62 credit degree. 19 credits are education courses that teach you how to be a teacher, and 43 credits are your liberal arts courses, like your English, math, science, social sciences, etc. So let's go down the line and we can talk a little bit about each of the requirements. This first section here is our core education courses. So you notice these are required education courses. So all of our students will be taking these. There's no particular order in which you need to take these core education courses. However, you do need to have all 4 of these, 285, 290, 291, and 294 done before you can take our Ed 295 service learning course. Another thing I want to point out is that our Intro to Classroom Management course, Ed 285, and our Language and Literacy course, Ed 291, not 294, Ed 291. This course, these 2 courses, 285 and 291, require that you would volunteer or do a service learning assignment in a public school classroom. This would be 10 hours that you would do during the semester. So you can do it 10 hours in 1 week, or you can do 2 hours 1 week, 2 hours another week, 2 hours another week, and so forth. But sometime in that semester, for both Ed 285 and Ed 291, you'll be doing 10 hours of volunteer work actually in a classroom. You'll also have some directed assignments that will be attached to that. Don't worry, your instructors will go over the specifics on how to contact the schools, where to go, what to wear, what to do. So we'll be guiding you every step of the way. But I just want you to be aware that you will be volunteering in a class and getting some actual experience in both 285 and 291. In Ed 295, this is a course that you will be taking towards the end of your career or the end of your time here in pursuing your AAT degree. In this course, if you notice, it's a 1 credit course. It's an online course, and basically you're putting together your career portfolio. So a huge tip for you is to make sure that you keep all your work that you've done in all your previous education courses, because all of those assignments, your lesson plans, your professional development plan, your resume, all the things that you create throughout our program will be put into this career portfolio, which will be a major assignment that you do in this Ed 295 course. Also, as part of this course, you will be expected to go and volunteer, again, do your service learning in a classroom, but this time it'll be for 20 hours in that semester. So by the time you finish our degree, you'll have a total of at least 40 hours of actual experience in a real-life classroom setting. The last thing we do in Ed 295 is we do prepare you for the praxis test, and this is the PPST or the Praxis 1. So we'll give you some tutorials and some guidance to help you in getting ready for that praxis test so that you can then go on to a teacher education program at the bachelor's level. Here we have education electives. Okay. The Ed electives is basically 2 courses that you would choose from this list below. Now what you choose really depends on where you intend to transfer to. So I would probably say you would do your education electives towards the end of your degree, once we've had a chance to pinpoint which university will best suit your needs and the major that you want to pursue. So the education electives are oftentimes those courses that will transfer to the university level. So let's figure out where you're going to transfer to first, and then you can figure out which education electives to take. So these are our 19 credits of education courses. As we go down the list, we'll see some of our general education courses as well, or our liberal arts coursework. As you can see, you will be required to take 2 English courses, English 100 and English 200. Be aware that English 200 is a writing intensive course. So that's exactly what it is. There's intense writing in the course, so you want to make sure that you balance out your schedule when you do intend to take English 200. For your math courses, you can choose any one of these math courses. Elementary education majors, it is highly recommended you take Math 111. And then for your Ed electives, take Math 112 right here. For our secondary ed, English, social studies majors, philosophy 110 is perfectly acceptable. You don't even need to take a math course. However, if you're going to be a secondary ed major and you want to major in math or science, then probably Math 103 is your recommended course. The next thing is Global Multicultural Perspectives. You're going to choose one course from two different groups. I often recommend that students take either History 151 or 152. Elementary ed students, be sure to take one of these and maybe Religion 150. That'll just give you the best options when it comes to transferring to either UH Manoa, UH West Oahu, or Chaminade University. Oral communication is another course that you need to take. So a speech course, just one of these is fine. Speech 151 is your basic speech course. But for those of you transferring on to UH Manoa, you may want to consider taking Speech 251. Speech 251 is a writing intensive, and so that will fulfill one of the writing intensive requirements at the University of Hawaii at Manoa. For all others going to West Oahu or Chaminade, Speech 151 would be fine. When it comes to social sciences, as future teachers, you're going to be expected to know your psychology, so you will be asked to take Psychology 100 and Psychology 240. You also want to select an additional social science that's not in the psychology discipline. Good ones to consider is Geography 102, political science courses, maybe even sociology. There's actually a list of social science courses that you can choose from on the next page. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me as well as your counselor. For the arts courses, again on the second page you're going to see a list of arts courses, either music, dance, drama, or art, that you can choose from to fulfill this requirement. Again, it's always good to keep in mind what do you need in order to help you transfer to a university. Elementary education majors again are encouraged to take Art 101 or Music 253. But if you're going into any other education career, then you can choose any of the art courses. For our humanities courses, Hawaiian Studies is the one that we recommend. Actually, as of fall 2008, Hawaiian Studies 107 became the requirement. So for all of our majors, unless there's a specific reason that you cannot take Hawaiian Studies, we pretty much have everyone take Hawaiian Studies 107. For our natural sciences, you are expected to do 3 sciences, one from the biological group, one from the physical science group, and one from the other group. So our biological sciences and our physical sciences, they all have lab options. So you just need to have one of those sciences include a lab. So for instance, if your biological science is Botany 130 and the lab is included, then when you take a physical science, you do not need to do a lab with it. Okay? Same goes for physical science. If you take a physical science, say for instance Geography 101 and Geography 101 lab, if you take that lab with your physical science, then it's okay for you to just take a 3-credit biological science. So again, either something from the bioscience or the physical science, Group A or Group B, must include a lab. The other science can remain as a 3-credit course. For the diversification other, normally this is your computer sciences, so that would be ICS 100. And that is pretty much your AAT degree. Now it is highly recommended that when you are doing your AAT degree, you incorporate one education course every semester and mix it up with your liberal arts courses. So that way you're always connected to the AAT program, and you always feel a part of your goal, and you know exactly why you're doing the AAT degree. You're going for your education courses and you're mixing it in with your liberal arts, and that's probably the best way to go about it. I hope that this has been a helpful tutorial in regards to the degree requirements for the Associate of Arts in Teaching degree. If you do have any questions, be sure to come and see me. You can schedule an appointment by calling 455-0467. And again, my name is Erin Liu, and I'm the Program Counselor for the AAT degree. Thank you for joining us today.